What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to episode 21 of the San Antonio Marshalls Flashback Franchise series here on the channel. Do want to start off at the very beginning, though, because we've had a lot of Madden 20 content, have got out of the rhythm just a little bit of our series. Today originally actually was going to be the return of the Ultimate Rebuilds, but I'm getting over a cold, and an Ultimate Rebuild requires literally like 5 times the amount of talking that this video today will require. So that's going to get pushed to tomorrow. It should be Friday's upload. And I'm hoping maybe a Friday, Sunday to finish out the AFC North for the Ultimate Rebuilds. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get over a cold. And like anytime I talk for more than like 5 minutes straight, my voice dies. So I'm going to try my best to get through here. Episode 21, which is the off season. We are... I don't even really need to remind you, we just won the Super Bowl, and we are heading into the offseason here looking to find a way to repeat, to establish ourselves as the premier franchise in the National Football League after let's be honest, it was a pretty lopsided Super Bowl victory. Can we get a little preview, or a little review anyways, of the Marshalls here in the postseason. 35-14 was the Super Bowl scoreline over the Saints. You might look at the passing, you're like, well, how'd you win that game? Oh, because our run game is sick. Reggie Bush went off. AP had 2 touchdowns. Greg Jennings got a tutty when he needed it most. We didn't get much from the defense, but Sheldon Brown with a clutch interception. And that is how we won our first Super Bowl in franchise history. And then the going got easier. You know, you should get tough. You should be worried about your roster turnover after you win a Super Bowl. It's a common theme amongst most Super Bowl winning teams, the Super Bowl hangover, right? And what's the big reason for that Super Bowl hangover? They lose a lot of coaches, and they lose a lot of players that, I'm not going to say overvalue themselves, but they usually lose a lot of guys in free agency. That is not the case. We have lost a starting center. That is it on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, we lost, I think, 1 defensive tackle, and that is it. Outside linebacker, maybe. So we're not losing a whole lot. And then, as we ended last week's episode, we went into free agency. And I asked you guys, what free agent would you like to see me spend? We have, a lot of salary cap, $62 million of available cap. Now, we need to be a little bit conscientious because our team is very good, very young, and there's going to be some big contracts coming up. So I kind of limited us to saying 1 free agent. We could have 1 big-time target, and it was unanimous. Sean Taylor. I'm not going to swear. Sean Taylor has become available. The top bid right now, we'll just send this in. I'm going to be top bid. Don't worry about that. Is 97 points from the the St. Louis Rams here. So I feel like we'll offer him a salary of $6.5 million. I'm going to give him, I'll give him a $3 million signing bonus. So guaranteed money. It's essentially guaranteed money. So 37.8 gives us the most overwhelming bid. And, Kerry Rhodes has been solid. He actually has been good to above average when it comes to his sim stats. He's led the team in tackles a lot of times. So I don't know if we keep him. I don't know if we look at maybe moving him to strong safety, or we're also have the benefit of having a guy on a cheap contract who's still well within his prime, 26, 84 overall. We can throw him up on the trade block and try to retain some value. But without a doubt, the top priority this offseason as we look to defend our Super Bowl title will be to bring in the not late anymore, but the great Sean Taylor to the San Antonio Marshalls. Let's see if this bid is accepted. And there we go, baby. Welcome, Sean Taylor, to the Marshalls. So we had to wait a goddamn eternity to get our selection in. Finally, it's here. First round, pick 32. We earned the privilege to be picking at pick 32. Now, it's also been a super long time. And by super long, I mean 2 weeks since I've actually played this. So I have no idea what draft class it was, what kind of prospects we were dealing with. And oh my God, should we just get Chris Johnson and then have like the most 3-headed running back attack ever? So I haven't even set my board up. I really like showing you guys live and raw what we're dealing with. Like, what position should we really? Because we're good. We're Gucci at running back. We could look at adding another wide receiver, best wide receiver available. These guys are starting to get to the downswing of their prime. Tight end, Dallas Clark's almost 30. We could look at. Our O-line's pretty decent. There's no one that's super old. D-tackle. D-tackle's a big one, even though Warren Sapp played very well in the sim, and Brandon Mebane, 23.79. We still could use like an impact playmaker alongside Vince Wilfork at D-tackle. Middle linebacker, anywhere at linebacker, but our secondary is on point. So let's look, and let's take a look. I don't think we have a short list. We have a draft board. We have Calais Campbell there. Second round. He's the only player in our draft board that we identified. So let's look here. That's like strong safety. We could use a strong safety, but with the rules, we can only pick within a round. There's Tyrell Johnson. Not really doing for me. Tyvon Branch had a pretty good career. I think he's still in the league. I know he picked up an injury, but he's bounced around from the Raiders and Cardinals. But I think that actually won't be a terrible selection if he's still there in the 4th round to add some depth at strong safety. In the secondary, look in the first 2 rounds. There's not much there. First 2 rounds for linebacker. It is not looking like a strong linebacker class at all. There's no, I mean, you look at UDFAs, Jarrell Freeman, Aaron Henderson. Those guys were okay. Inside, there's not much either. Like, this is probably the biggest position that we should look at trying to improve, and there is nothing. Like, I've heard of Tavares Gooden. Other than that, Joe Mays spent some time with the Philadelphia Eagles. You got Wesley Woodyard as a UDFA. That could be a top target. Oh my God, this is a terrible linebacking class. Like, there is nothing. Like, Wesley Woodyard is probably the best looking prospect that we can look at bringing. And then we look inside. It makes sense. That's why we tabbed Calais Campbell, because at 6'8", 290, we could probably slide him inside. He could play some D-tackle for us. So that's going to be our selection here in the first round. Weak draft class. We need to get better on defense. There's not a whole lot there. So we're going to grab the giant from the U, 6'8", 290, defensive end, soon to be D-tackle with 33 reps on the bench press, Calais Campbell, who comes in as a 77-star dev player. So let's look at our draft recap. Okay draft. Wasn't the best of draft. I traded a bunch of picks we traded our 3rd for a future 3rd. We traded our 5th for a future 5th. Other than that, I mean, we saw the Calais Campbell pick in the 2nd round. Got a little bit younger at the tight end position. We get Jermichael Finley. Had a lot of success with the Green Bay Packers. He's a 75. Only a normal dev. Just a solid option. Just trying to, get best player available. We got Sean Murphy. No idea who that is, but we needed depth at tackle behind Jason Peters. Caleb Campbell from Army. Again, no idea who this is. Came with a nice rating, though. We got everyone above a 70, so that was pretty big. My God. This guy's a beast. 6'2", 230. 88 speed, 86. Okay. And then, as noted, 7th round, we were going to try to look for a nice UDFA at the linebacking core. And we got Wesley Woodyard out of Kentucky. 70 quick. Comes in with 89 speed, 89 acceleration, very fast linebacker. Not exactly sold on him just sticking at middle linebacker, but it's a nice little upgrade for us. Looking at maybe let's get a sneak peek of the divisions. We usually do this in the ultimate rebuilds, but I feel like, hey, maybe let's start taking note of who else in our division is drafted. Like who are some of the big dogs that we're getting within the division here. So you look at the Titans. They got Cedric Ellis, Thomas Deku. Couple good picks there for them. Who else is in this division? Off the top of my head, I have brain farts here. We have the Colts. They got Derek Harvey, Felix Jones. Haven't heard that name in a long time. They got Josh Sitton in the 4th round, 78 star dev. So they got pretty much like the best value pick from this entire draft. That's annoying. And then we have to look at the Titans, Jags, the Jaguars. They got Anton Cason, Eddie Royal, Burner, 94 speed, 96 acceleration, Dwight Lowry. Not a huge draft. I mean, I'm not going to say, we had the best draft of the bunch. I personally think I'd give me Calais Campbell, 77 star over Josh Sitton. But we didn't run away with the draft like we have in years past, or like you may assume we had. But still, I'm very excited for Calais Campbell, and we'll see if we can find a way to get Wesley Woodyard involved on this defense sooner than later. And in pursuit to try to solve our linebacking problems, we were able to find a suitor for Kerry Rhodes. Took a little bit of a hit in terms of rating, but a guy of Ernie Sims caliber who we acquired from the Chiefs is exactly what we want. We can move him all over the defense. Insane athlete. I remember his time with the Philadelphia Eagles. Just like, that mold. He was a trendsetter of that like safety, Devin Bush, Devin White style. 5'11", 230, 82 quick dev. He got 90 speed, 89 acceleration, 84 tackle, 85 pursuit, 83 zone coverage. So I feel like, anywhere on the defense should work. I actually want to try to move him inside. Let's see where his rating takes a hit there. Hopefully it's not too significant. He goes from, 81, 82 to a 81. It works out. Dave Pollock, Ernie Sims, Daryl Smith will be our linebacking core to open up the season. That's good. That's Gucci. That sounds pretty. We have the preseason, as always. For whatever reason, we play the Patriots week 3 like every year. So we're going to sim to that game, get a little bit of a preview of what we're going to see on the offensive side of the ball, and wrap the episode up. Oh, one-handed on the outside, getting that deep ball going right away. 52 yards. Let's go, man. Vince Young working that cannon. Nerd Belichick has no answer. Even though it's the preseason, that's what you want to see. Everyone saw the Super Bowl, and while they're giving us lots of praise for how quick we have turned around an expansion franchise, there's questions about the passing game, and we're trying to just shut all those haters up right away. And that was a phenomenal deep ball to number 80 there. Oh, let's go. Oh, there's that tutty. Greg Jennings. We've had multiple games last season where I said I'm just going to run the ball the whole time because it's the preseason. Like we said on the opening touchdown, so many doubts about our passing attack. I'm literally just going to throw the ball in this game and flex our muscles. Most. Best wide receiver in football, Andre Johnson. But we gotta rename that. He just got Johnsoned. That is the least creative name I've ever. He just got John. Like what am I doing? What am I trying to sell? Johnson & Johnson product? Gotta get a good name. He just got Drayed. Talk about Dre. Let's throw across his body because why not? Makes the catch on the one. I'm just gonna keep throwing the rock, even though it's C4 special territory. Even everything in my being right now says just run the toss play. No, it's preseason. All the doubters, shout out to all my haters saying that we can only run the ball. We're gonna prove them wrong. We are gonna prove them wrong as he slips, and we'll just do that. Thanks. Animation safety. Cool. That's my own fault, though. Oh, you think we can't pass Zabransky in the fourth quarter? Cleanup time. Hits Josh Cribbs. We took this game personal. Wait till you see the final box score. We took this game. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's just keep running it up. Zabransky to Jermichael Finley, the rookie. First touchdown ever preseason. Does it even count? Don't think it counts, but cool. And another one. And another one. Man, Cribbs might need some more playing time. He's showing out here in the fourth preseason here. The fourth quarter preseason. He's a star. Oh, Sproulsy. Sproles Royce. This nice little pad in the stats here because clearly we wanted the passing attack. Nerd Belichick can't believe it in the preseason game. Well, maybe it should have been Bill Belichick, Maybe they should have hired Bill Belichick. He's probably, still a member of the Cleveland Brown or Jets coaching staff. So here we go. I want to see the box score. Coming into this game, into our preseason, everyone was saying the way you stop the Marshalls is you stop the run, you make them throw the ball. We went, okay, is that what you guys think? If that's what you think, we're going to have to go ahead and talk to them. We got well over 500 total passing yards, 6 passing touchdowns to 1 interception. Look at Zabransky slanging the rock. On the receiving, Andre Johnson. Remind everyone why he's the best wide receiver in football. 6 catches, 190 yards. We got Calico, who just signed up, just picked him off the street. Touchdown. Finley, touchdown. 2 tutties, Josh Cribbs. Greg Jennings with a touchdown. We just had to talk to him. Let's go to this preseason, and let's defend this crown. So that will do it for episode 21, the offseason, which saw us bring in our biggest free agency signing ever in Sean Taylor. Well, I'm a little bit annoyed that he only has a normal dev trait. He's still Sean Taylor. He's still going to bring a lot to our defense. We drafted Calais Campbell in the first round, 77 star. We're going to make the modification right now to slide him in to defensive tackle. I don't know if he's going to get a ratings boost or not, but he's a 78, and I'm not going to lie, we're actually going to make him our starter for now. And then we showed off in our preseason game that we could throw the ball. So now what are you going to do? We were the best rushing attack maybe the NFL has ever seen last year with Vince Young, Adrian Peterson, Reggie Bush, and you also got to give a little shout out to Darren Sproles here. And then against the Patriots, very good roster, we throw it for like 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. So how are you going to stop the champs? 93 overall, 97 offense, 93 defense. We're trying to build a dynasty here, people. So make sure you come back for episode 22 as we work through the first half of the season trying to defend our Super Bowl title. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Subscribe if it's your first time stopping by as we are rolling through with this series all the way up to the lead up to Madden 20. In the coming weeks, we will be leaking, teasing, releasing, whatever you want to call it, the trailer for who our team is going to be in Madden 20 for our main franchise. I'm very excited to drop that news to you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.